Hey man, what happened?
Okay.
Sit.
All right, beautiful people. We are back again with another Doggy TV. I think that's what I'm gonna start calling these lives is Doggy TV, right? So now we're gonna do a bit more formal training, right? So we have Bella. You can't see her just yet, but you're gonna see her in a minute when we start the training. We have Bella here that's gonna be working on some leash etiquette. Specifically, I'm gonna be using this barrel to help her understand spacing, right? And a little rear end awareness. There's multiple different ways we can work rear end awareness. This is one of the ways that I use. You've seen a lot of people use where the dog puts their front paws on top of some type of stationary object. Most people use a bowl, like a rubber bowl. But this is also another way. This is not the most advanced way to do it, but this is a beginner way to begin to teach rear end awareness, right? So we're just going to be doing that with her. We're going to be working some basic obedience because she's a very, very strong-willed dog. She's also a very food-motivated dog. But we're not going to be using any food, right? Because there's a element of training where a dog has to understand they still need to perform even when there's no high value reward, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Going to be doing with Miss Bella here, and we're gonna be going through, pretty much all of the dogs. We're gonna be doing some type of training depending on which dog is which and what they need. Each dog is at a different level. So Bella here is coming to the end of her program, so we're just kind of tightening everything up, crossing the I's and dotting the T's before she goes home. So yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna be going through the training. Come on, Bella. And also, one of the beautiful things about having dogs out and about is the dogs serve as a distraction. So we're doing this work with distractions, right? The other dogs serve as a distraction as we're focusing on Bella, right? So let me see here. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. All right. Heel. Bella. Right here. Come on. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Sit. So perfect example, right? You see he's smelling on her, right? But what I want her to understand is that she still must perform even though we have these other dogs that's around her, right? Sit. Yes, good girl. That's right here. Yes, sit. Good girl. There we go. That's a good girl. Yes. Heel. Sit. Yes, good girl. Right here. Come on. Yes. Yes, good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. So having other dogs to help you train dogs is one of the best things in my opinion, right? Because it just kind of gives you the opportunity to emulate the type of distractions that you're going to get outside, right? Her main issue, sit. Her main issue was leash reactivity. She had extreme leash reactivity to other dogs, right? Now, first things first, as you can see, she's not an aggressive dog, right? So that leash reactivity is a tricky thing because sometimes it can be aggression, right? Right here. Sit.
No.
Yes, good girl. Sometimes it can be aggression, right? Hold on, let me get her straight. Yes, good girl. Sit. Good girl. See, she has to learn. It doesn't matter what other dogs come around, she still has to stay in that sit. Even if they're excited, right? Even if they're out of control, right? She has to learn to be in control because this is very important for her Because when she goes to the dog park, which is one of the things that her owners want to be able to do with her, they couldn't do that before because she was so reactive on the leash. They had fear that she would fight other dogs, right?
No.
So this control that we are implementing, right, is a part of what she's gonna have. Sit. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Shh. Shh. Now, if the other dogs get a little bit too out of control, then I correct them too, right? But this control that she has to display is going to translate or transfer over to when her owners want to take her for a walk and the dog is coming close by. Now they don't have to try to, find a hiding spot because they're scared that she's going to get super aggressive, right? When they want to take her to the beach. Now they can do that if there's other dogs there because they can tell her to sit, right? And she's going to sit, right? So, sit. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Shh. So also what we're teaching the other dogs is space. Respect our space. Just because I say good girl don't mean I'm talking to you. If I didn't call your name, I'm not talking to you. So don't run over here and try to invade our space because I am not talking to you, right? Dogs understand that, right? So dogs understand, I'm telling you, it's discipline, shh, right? It's discipline, structure, love, right? Hey, right here, sit. Good girl, yes. Discipline, structure, love. So when you follow in that order, discipline, structure, love, then you get a much more stable dog, right? But when you just give love, when you flood a dog with love, then you get unstable dogs like Cody, right? If you saw the live before, you saw some of the instability in Cody. Right now, he's actually over the last, just today, he's gotten better because when we went to take him out the kennel earlier, he didn't do all that, like we was abusing him, and all we was doing was picking him up to take him out the kennel. Sit.
No.
Good girl. Yes. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Yes. Right here. Come on. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. So, a part of his training, Cody, is just existing with other dogs. That's all I'm focusing on with Cody right now, is just existing. Sit. Good girl. It's just existing with other dogs. Learning how to be a dog, right? Sit.
No.
Now, if you notice, I'm really forcing her, I'm pushing her to her limit, right? Because she has to understand that sit means sit. Sit also means stay, right? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna work the down, right? Down. Sit. Down. There you go. So now we're gonna work the down. She has to work that down. Shh. Girl. Another thing dogs have to learn is just because you give them praise doesn't mean they get to break the command. Down. And I'm just going to hold it here until she goes down. Down. There you go. Good girl. Good. Down. Right here. Down. Yes. There you go. Down. Now, obviously, she doesn't want to go down. And can I offer her a treat or something to make her go down, of course I can, right? But that doesn't teach her accountability. That only teaches her to perform for a treat, right? Right now, I'm teaching her accountability because we were at a point in the beginning where in order to teach her the command, I did use treats to teach her the mechanics of the command, right? But I know she knows what down means, right? She is choosing, there you go, good girl. Down. She is choosing not to do it because she doesn't want to do it. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't care if she wants to do it or not. What's most important to me is that she does it, right? And the reason why it's so important for her specifically is because of her extreme leash reactivity. Down. But if you notice, the more determined I am, right, the less determined she is to defy the command. So every time I correct her, she does it faster. Good girl. So it's very important that she understands when her owners say down, that means down, right? Down. Yes. Good girl. And if you notice, as soon as she goes down, the pressure goes away and the love comes, right? That's where the balance comes in, right? That's where the balance comes in. Yes, good girl. So as long as she's in this position, she gets love. As soon as she decides to break this position, right? That's when the love goes away and we go back to discipline and structure, right? So you see the cycle? Discipline, structure, love. As long as you're disciplined, as long as you follow my structure, you get all the love you want. You break the discipline, you break the structure, you get no love, right? So this way, now you can use your love as leverage, right? Your love must be leverage. Good girl. So now that she's done that, I'm gonna give her the free command and she's free. Free. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, Bella. That's a good girl, Bella. So we really didn't work the barrel that much, but that's okay because we saw some other things we needed to work on, which was a little bit more important than the barrel. I'm gonna actually move this barrel out the way so you guys can see better. So yeah, so as you can see, man, training is not always so, you gotta adjust with the dog, right? You gotta see what the dog needs and kind of go with the flow. So now we're gonna work another dog. Matter of fact, let's work Miss Misty here. Now Misty's only been with us for a couple of days, so we haven't done any for a few days. This is technically her third day. We picked her up on Sunday. So we haven't done any hardcore mechanical training. And anytime I say mechanical training, I'm talking about sit down, all of those typical commands, basic obedience commands that most people want on their dogs, right? Misty, come. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Now, if you know anything about Huskies, Huskies are some of the hardest dogs to to teach obedience. Some of the most stubborn dogs. They're very intelligent, but they also very stubborn. So we're gonna really start ramping up her basic obedience, right? Because her main issues is her impulse control, right? And a part of that is because of who she is. She's a husky not being used for what huskies were made to do. So anytime you have a dog that has been bred to be a working type dog, and you're forcing them to be a non-working dog, a lot of that pent up energy and anxiety, right? They don't know what to do with it. And then normally, how they express themselves is in behaviors that are not conducive to the human that owns them, right? So I say it all the time, it's kind of unfair that we ask some of these dogs to do the things that they do, right, for our convenience, because they didn't ask you to get them, right? And I'm just being honest. A lot of people get these dogs for selfish reasons. They're not taking into consideration what the dog needs, right? They get these dogs because they have a affinity for a specific breed, or they like the way the dog looks, right? But they don't take into consideration what the dog was made to be, what the dog was made to do, right? Misty, yes, good girl. Hey, come. Yes, place. Yes, good girl. Sits. So introducing her to leash pressure. Yes. Good girl. Now, right now, I'm not so focused on her staying. I just want to teach her the commands, right? I want to introduce her to the leash pressure, right? That's all my goal is right now, is to introduce her to the leash pressure and teach her the mechanics, right? Good girl. Yes. Heel. Sit. Right here. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl, Missy. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah. Good girl. That's a good girl.
Dang. Blackjack.
So now I'm gonna let her free.
Sit.
Yes. Good girl. I'm gonna let her just kind of relax for a minute, and then we're gonna come back to it again. Right? The thing about dog training, you got to do it in spurts, right? Most dogs don't have the ability to be hyper focused on a specific thing for a very long time, unless it's like something that they were bred to do, like hunting. Like for her, it will be running, right? So she is bred to be a long distance runner. So it's very easy for her to just run, right? She can be hyper focused on that because we have selected those traits over hundreds and maybe even thousands of years, right? To where her biological imperative is to run. So typically these dogs don't like to be enclosed, right? In small spaces. They want to roam. They want to go, right? That's where that stubbornness kind of comes from, because in their mind, like, you're holding me back. I need to go, man. There's something out there I need to explore, and you're holding me back. This fence is stopping me. This leash is stopping me. I need to go, right? So again, it's kind of unfair that we ask some of these dogs to do the things that we're asking them to do for our comfort, right? And our what's the word I'm looking for? God diggity dog. Convenience, because that's not what they were bred to do. So, peace to the good brother Rogue Wolf Project. Peace to the good brother. All right. Misty? Yes, good girl. Good girl. Huh. Right here.
Yep.
Heel.
Down.
Yes.
Stay.
Sit. And again, I just hold it here. So I'm applying pressure on the back end. I'm applying pressure on the top end with the leash. There you go. As soon as she does it, pressure goes away, love comes, right? Good girl. Good girl. Yes. So we'll do that a couple of more times, and then her training session is done. Right? You got to do it in small doses. You got to do it in small doses. Good girl. But this is like the second, third session that we've done with her today. So she's got a lot of training in. You just don't do a lot of it at one time. Good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. You need a good brush. Hey, do me a favor. Hand me that brush right there. Yeah. Appreciate it. Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Down.
Okay, we're gonna give her a quick brushing real quick, get some of this excess hair off. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. I'm telling her good girl because she's staying in the sit. Now, this is also a form of love. Grooming is a form of affection. It's a form of love, right? So I'm still rewarding her for staying in the sit. That's a good girl. Yeah, okay, you can lay down. I'll let you lay down. That's a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. rush in like that. Good girl. Okay. Her training is done. That's a good girl. Free. Her training is done. Right? Short and sweet, man. Short and sweet. You'll be surprised how much more efficient you are when you're short and sweet like that. As you can see, she's still sitting there. It don't take a lot of You just got to be consistent. You got to be persistent. You got to be diligent. You got to be determined. And you got to be patient. That's what it takes. You got to be diligent. You got to be persistent. You got to be consistent. You got to be patient. And you got to be determined. More determined than the dog. Right? That's what it takes. So who we got next? Let's go with, we're going to save Cody for last. Let's go with Miss Summer. What's up, Summer? Now, same thing with Summer. We just picked Summer up Sunday. So we've been kind of letting her adjust. So now we're really starting to kick in the hardcore formal training. So we're going to do the same thing with her we just did with Misty, right? Come on, Summer. Good girl. Excuse me, Misty, I need this spot. I know you like it now, but I need this spot. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, Summer. Good girl. Come on, Summer. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Shh. Good girl. Summer, come. Good girl. Yes, come. Shh. Shh. Yes, good girl. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good. Now, one of her major issues is leash etiquette. So again, I'm teaching her leash pressure, right? Leash pressure is important because dogs need to understand when the owner puts pressure in a certain direction, that means go with the pressure, right? That doesn't mean fight against the pressure. Now, the natural reaction for a dog is to fight against the pressure for a couple of reasons. Why? Because they don't understand what you're asking them to do, right? And two, they're trying to maintain their equilibrium, right? What do I mean? If I push you, the first thing you're gonna do is tighten up and push back against the thing that's trying to throw you off balance. It's a natural reaction. We call it opposition reflex. So because she's a quadruped, she's on 4 feet, right? I'm bipedal, I'm on 2 feet. Our center of gravity is different, right? So as I'm pulling to try to get her to come one way and she doesn't want to come this way, now you can't see on camera. Let me bring her out here, come on. Let's go, Summer, come, right? Trying to get her in camera so you can see her, right? She's still pulling against the leash. You can see the tension in the leash, right? So right now she doesn't understand when she feels that tension on the leash. She doesn't understand that means come to the tension. Go towards where the pressure is pulling you, right? And then also, right, she's trying to stay stable. She's trying to maintain her equilibrium, right? So again, it's a little process for them to begin to understand what it means, right, to cut the pressure off, right? This is something we essentially teach the dog. When you go with the pressure, you can cut it off. When you fight the pressure, you continue to keep the pressure on, right? I call it turning on the light switch and turning off the light switch, right? When the light switch is on, the electricity is on, right? You're burning up electricity, right? Right now, she's burning up electricity because the light switch is on, right? As soon as she goes with the pressure, boom, you flip the light switch off. You're not burning up any energy, and we're working with each other, right? But I have to teach her that. Summer, yes. Summer, good girl. Summer, yes. Yes, good girl. Good girl. And sometimes you got to give it to them in doses. Good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Now the key thing is, as soon as they start moving forward, as soon as they click in their brain, let me move forward, you must reward them for that, because what you're teaching them is when you go with the flow, you get love. Remember, discipline, structure, love. When you go against the flow, you get corrected, right? Yes, good girl. That's a good girl, right? So let's do a little sit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're just introducing to her the concept of leash pressure, right? Or what we call tactile communication, right? So you have the leash pressure going up, and then you also have pressure going down on her back end, right? Now, physiology tells me that eventually this extra pressure on her back end, she's not going to be able to sustain it. I can sustain that longer than she can. And then eventually she's going to give in, right? Because also if I'm holding her head up, that automatically means she has more pressure on her back end. Now, I'm not choking her, right? Again, I call this picking up the phone, right? So I'm trying to communicate to her that I want her to sit down. Now, obviously, we're in the teaching phase, right? But long term, she's gonna learn that when the pressure goes up on the leash, your butt goes down, right? So again, I call this concept picking up the telephone. I have something to tell her. I'm picking up the telephone. This is my phone. The leash is her phone, right? This is the cord between both of our phones. And all I'm saying is sit, right? As soon as she puts her butt on the ground, right? As soon as she puts her butt on the ground, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to hang up the telephone. The pressure goes away, right? But again, she has to learn it. So as you can see, if Misty gets out the way, as you can see, she's still fighting the pressure. That's because she doesn't understand. Now, as soon as she puts her butt on the ground, the pressure is going to go away. But she doesn't know that yet. This is why I'm applying the pressure on her back end. So that way it communicates to her a little bit more, right? That I want you to put your butt on the ground. Butt on the ground, good girl, right? So it was only a split second. Hey, shh. It was only a split second, right? But that's the beginning of teaching a dog by way of leash pressure what it means to sit, right? So eventually we're not gonna be fighting like that forever. Eventually I'm gonna be able to say sit, and she's gonna sit. And then at that point, the leash pressure is gonna be a corrective tool as opposed to a teaching tool, right? So that's how you know, when people ask me how do you teach these things, this is how I teach it. But the communication is very clear, right? The communication has to be clear, it has to be precise, and you have to be assertive with it, right? Because again, eventually the goal is to not have to have this leash in order for your dog to listen, right? The leash just gives you more leverage, right? The leash gives you more control. Good girl. Summer? Yes, good girl. Come on, Summer. That's a good girl. So we're gonna do that one more time. Summer, right here. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. We're gonna do that one more time, and then her training session is gonna be over. Right here. There you go, butt on the ground, least pressure goes away, love comes, right? I don't know if you guys saw that because Misty was in my way, right? There you go, so let's do it one more time just so you guys can see it on camera. Right, leash pressure goes up, butt pressure goes down. As soon as she puts her butt on the ground, there you go, good girl. Now, if you notice, she's doing it much faster. I promise you guys, it doesn't take that long, right? The communication just has to be clear. Why do you guys come get in front of the camera every time? What's wrong with y'all, man? Move now. So yeah, it doesn't take that long. The communication just has to be clear. Nope. Good boy. Had to stop him from mounting Atlas, right? He has a high sex drive. So one of the things we're gonna recommend to his owners is to neuter him, because that will cut down on a lot of his drive, which will make it easier to manage him at home. Because again, you got a dog, you got a lab, you know, and something else in there. We don't know what else is in there, but the lab is in there. If you know anything about labs, they're very high energy, high drive dogs, right? So she's done. Good girl, Summer. Good girl, Summer. Yes, that's a good girl, Mama. That's a good girl. Yes, good girl. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the big fella, Atlas. So it's the same thing for Atlas. We picked Atlas up on Sunday too. Hey, shh, shh, shh. Good girl. Yeah, so just had to correct her real quick. She got a little feisty. Yep, so we picked Atlas up on Sunday as well. So all three of these dogs, actually, we've had Misty for a week, but Atlas, Summer, and Cody, we just picked up on Sunday. So all of those three particular dogs are in the same kind of, level, right? They all need something slightly different, but very similar, but they're all at the same level, right? Good. Atlas, come. Yes, good boy. Hey, right here. Yes, good boy. Right here. Yes, good boy. Nope, 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 nope. Come. See, this is him. There you go. Good boy. See, again, leash pressure. I'm just going to hold it here until he decides to move forward. When he decides to cut off the light switch, that's when the pressure will go away. There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Right here. Good, good. Right here. Come on. Yes. Yes, there you go. Right there. Good boy. That's a good boy. I talk to you. Good boy. Heel. Okay. Leash pressure again. Determination, patience, good boy. That's a good boy. Heel. Yes, good boy. Heel. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Sit. And I'm just going to hold it. Until he puts that butt on the ground. There you go. That's a good boy, Atlas. That's a good boy. Yes. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay. We do that again. Come. Yes. Good boy. Right here. Come. Yes. Okay. Just get in the flow. Sometimes it's going to look a little unorthodox until we get the flow. Good boy. Yes. Come. Come. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Come on. Okay, you can't see him in the camera anymore. Okay, we gotta let him fight. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Come on. He's still fighting. Good boy. Come. Yes. Right here. Come on. All I'm teaching him is work with me. Nope. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. That's all I'm teaching him is work with me. There we go. Good boy. Yes. There we go. That's a good boy. Okay. All right, Blackjack. Okay. We're gonna do that one more time with Atlas. Atlas, come. Good boy. Yes. Right here. Yeah, good boy. Sit. There we go. Good boy, Atlas. Good boy. Good boy. Shh. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Heel. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. And we're going to leave it right there. Yeah, that's all we're going to do with Atlas today. We're going to leave it right there. Yep, absolutely. So now we got to do Cody. Cody might be a rough one. Peace to the good brother, RBD Lone Wolf. Cody might be a rough one. So let's see what we can get out of Cody, right? Now, keep in mind, this is a disclaimer. Cody is a screamer. He's a right. That's Cody. So please don't think I'm abusing Cody because I'm not. He's just overly dramatic. He's excessively overly dramatic. Okay? So let's do it, Cody. As a matter of fact, I might have to, because his leash, let's use yours. His leash is a little loose. I mean, his collar is too loose. I don't want him to pull out of it. So we're going to use the slip lead. The slip lead and retractable leash are the best tools in the world, in my opinion. Better than a 6-foot leash, better than a e-collar, better than a prong collar, because in my opinion, you can achieve damn near everything you can with the slip lead and a retractable leash as you can with the e-collar, as you can with a prong collar. You can literally achieve everything you can do with those particular tools. Now, e-collar is slightly different. It does give you a better advantage, right? But you can still achieve specifically with pet dogs. Now, when you talk about sport dogs, that's a different category of dogs, right? But specifically with pet dogs, all you need is a slip lead and a retractable leash. So, Cody. Yes, good boy, Cody. I'm not talking to you now, sir. I was trying to get you to come to me earlier. You was fighting. Cody. Good boy. Good boy, Cody. Yes. Come. Now I'm being gentle with Cody. Again, you see, he's pulling against the leash pressure. Good boy. That's a good boy, Cody. Yes. That's a good boy. Good boy. Shh. Good boy. Yes. Cody, come. Good boy. Cody, come. Good boy. Now let's see if we can get a sit out of Cody without him yelling and screaming. Right here, come on. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see what we can do. Come on. There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. I'm not talking to you, sir. And you definitely get your feet off. I'm not talking to you. Boy. Dogs gotta learn to respect your space. Cody, come. Good boy. Good boy. Cody, yes, good boy, come on. Move, 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 move. pressure off. Turn off the light switch. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Now we can go into the sit. Good boy. That's a good boy, Cody. Yes. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Cody. Yeah. That's a good boy. Yes. That's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, I'll do that one more time. Do that one more time. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Cody. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Okay. Okay, still fighting. There we go. Right there. Good boy. That's a good boy. Sit. And I'm saying sit right now. I know he doesn't understand the word sit, right? This is what I call compound training, right? I'm only introducing the word. I'm not saying sit because I'm really expecting him to sit down, right? Right here. There we go. There we go. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Hey, hey, that's enough. Right there. Yes, good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. So now the slip leash comes off, and he's free to go. Good boy, Cody. Yes. So yeah, folks. Now we're gonna transition dogs. Now we're gonna transition dogs. Thank you, Share Life. I appreciate you. Share Life, AKA my honey pot, my Sheena Bear. So, now we're gonna transition dogs. We're gonna bring some of our personal dogs out to come outside to use the bathroom and do all that stuff for the last time. And then we're gonna shut it down for the day because the brother's tired. There you go. Yo. Went out the front, so we're gonna wait for Dallas to come back so we can start transitioning these dogs. Hey, babe, I got the camera in the horizontal position. I'm also looking at it as well, and it looks pretty good to me. But hopefully it translates to what we're trying to do. Yep. Oh yeah. What's up, Blackjack? What's up, Blackjack? Yes. Good boy. Good boy. What's up, Atlas? Good boy, Atlas. Good boy. Good boy. Yo, let's transition them out. All right, folks, we about to transition the dogs. Now we're gonna bring all the training dogs, the boarding training dogs back in, and then we're gonna bring out our dogs. So just give us a second while we transition. Come on. Good boy. There we go. That's a good boy. See, normally when we go to pick him up, he's. So this is one of the first times. No, he ain't doing it at all. Yep. So that's good. Yep. Nope. Don't jump on me. Come on. Oh. It's Indian Summer. I like that name, Indian Summer. I don't know what an Indian summer is like. I can only imagine it's probably like her. Yeah. Alice, good boy. We're gonna do Bella. Come on, Bella. All right. Let's go ahead and put blackjack. And then when you come back, bring me some of them, them gloves. What's up, Atlas? Big fella. Come here, Atlas. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Huh? Good boy. Good boy. Misty. Come here, Misty. Come. Misty, come. Come. Good girl. It's your turn next, ma'am. Just transitioning the dogs out, folks. Give us a second while we do that. Okay, come on, Misty. All right. It's your turn now, sir. Come on. I know. There you go. Good boy. Huh? Nah. All right. So now we're going to bring the Shepherds and the Rotties out. Yeah, we're going to bring the Shepherds and the Rotties out. Let's do all the Shepherds and the Rotties and Brownie. The Shepherds, the Rotties, and Brownie. Yeah. So these are all our personal dogs that we're bringing out now. Come here. Boy. Good boy. Oh, goodness gracious, man. This is Stone. Stone is Jaja's son. This is Layla. Layla the retard. This is Black and Ginger. And then we got one more. We got Brownie, which Brownie is the daughter of Jaja. Come on, Brownie. You know what? Bring Odessa out too. Yeah. Bring Odessa out too. Yeah. What's up, Black? Hey, Black. What's up, Black? All right. So, close that. So, just so you guys know, right, these are some of our personal dogs. These are not all of our personal dogs. So, we got Odessa and Jaja, which is the mother and father of Brownie. Come here, Brownie. So, Odessa and Jaja is the mother and father of Brownie. And then Stone is the son of Jaja. Layla's not related to any of the other ones. She's going to actually be we're going to be breeding her soon as she comes in the heat. So these are all working dogs. All of these dogs are here for personal protection, or they can also be used for our K9 security company, right? So all of these dogs are here for a purpose, right? They're pets also, but they are working dogs. So all of these dogs either already bite or they're going to be taught to bite, right? But when you have working dogs like this that do protection work, that do security work, that do that kind of work, right? Get one of them containers. Yeah, get one of them barrels. Yeah, when you have dogs like this, right? You have to look for specific qualities in dogs like this to breed them to do the work that they do, right? So when we look to produce protection dogs, there's certain qualities that we look for. We're not just taking random dogs and breeding them together, right? Like for an example, you have Odessa and Jaja. Odessa is a Cane Corso, Jaja is a Rottweiler. Two different breeds, but their characteristics are desirable characteristics for the kind of work that we do. So I didn't necessarily care about the breeds. What I was looking for was the temperament when I put those dogs together, right? Now, ironically, they only produced the one dog, Brownie, right? But, hey, shut it down. Shut it down. Oh, hey. Shut it down. Hey, I gotta stop the fight. Shut it down. So, I gotta watch this. Hey, shut it down. See, I gotta watch that. Layla. Shut it down. All the way down. See, this is what it takes. This is what it takes. Come here. When you have dominant, confident dogs, you have to be more dominant and confident than them. Because if not, you're going to have a lot of dog fights. So the assertiveness that you see I'm doing is necessary. Because if not, it would have been a serious fight just now if I didn't shut it down. And I had to make sure I addressed the one that was the instigator or the agitator so she can understand her place. Very important that you do that. What's up, Black? What's up, Black? Don't put your feet on me. That's one thing I don't like, a dog putting their feet on you, especially when it's wet and nasty. All right, let me wash this down. You guys see, I try to keep this concrete as clean as possible. Gotta keep it clean, folks. That's how you keep diseases and sickness away, especially when you have a lot of dogs, you know, in a relatively small space. You gotta keep it clean, man. You gotta stay on top of that stuff because it's so easy for dogs to get sick. It's very easy for dogs to get sick. All right, hey. I know, I see. Layla, leave her. But see, this is what you get when you get dominant breeds like Rottweilers. Specifically Rottweilers. Corsos can be Shh. Hey! Leave it. Specifically Rottweilers. Rottweilers are known to be rank dominant dogs. Yep, Rottweilers are known to be rank dominant dogs. So you have to stay on top of them. What's up with this? But again, there's a balance. There's a balance between letting dogs be dogs and knowing when to step in. Jaja, stop being the fun police. Jaja is a fun hater. He don't like when other dogs are having fun. What's up with this? Jaja the one that'll come in the club and start reading the scriptures in the club. Oh yeah. Later. We give them another 10 minutes, then we'll bring the other dogs out. That's why I brought Odessa out now, so we bring your dogs out there. Yeah, we're missing. Yeah. But the good news is, this beautiful girl, Odessa, is pregnant with the Corso litter. So hopefully everything keeps going as it's looking like it's going. It's looking like it's going pretty good. Her nipples are starting to fill up with milk. So she should be dropping these babies soon. So hopefully we have some full Corso babies coming soon. Yeah. Hopefully we have some full Corso babies coming soon. Layla, leave her. But she don't know Odessa will fuck her up. You notice Odessa ain't really tripping. Layla. You gonna make me slap you. I'll actually take Odessa back in a minute. I just want to give her some air. Yeah, you can actually go ahead and take her back in. Layla, come here. Layla, come here. Layla, get your butt over here. What? Come here. Retard. Use a little retard. Use a little retard, Layla. Use a little retard. Yes, you are. So we're going to let them stay out for another 10, 15 minutes. And then we're going to bring the next wave of dogs out. Yeah.
Hey, Stone.
Stone, Layla, leave it. You can let them play. This the one Hey, hey, hey! See, perfect example. Shut! Hey! Stone. Stone. Leave him. Perfect example, folks. You gotta be on top of it, because sugar can turn the shit real quick. Real quick. But this, when you're dealing with real dogs, this is what you get. But see, this is the side of dog training that most trainers are scared to show you. Right? Because they're scared of the backlash from, the fur moms. And see, that type of demographic in the dog world don't have to deal with these type of dogs, right? So they don't understand what it takes to maintain these kind of dogs. But you saw how fast a fight can happen. And it's not even really a fight what they're doing. If you notice, all of them are trying to jump on Black, right? Even Brownie. Because what they're doing, they're trying to correct Black because Black's energy is all over the place. So they're actually trying to correct him because his energy is all over the place. Hey, Brownie, that's enough. Even Brownie, right? Because Brownie is Jaja's daughter. So she has that dominant streak in her too. Come here, you crazy. You little crazy. Oh, you little crazy. Even playing with dogs like this, you gotta know the balance. Because playing with dogs can actually start a fight. What's up, Black? What's up, Ginger? Hey, Ginger. Layla, I'm gonna kick you in your ass. Yes, I talk to my dogs like that. Yes, I absolutely do. Get off me. Ginger, move.
I'm good to the next wave.
Huh?
I'm good to the next wave.
Yeah. They got about 5 more minutes. Don't you jump on me. Yep, you gotta know what you're doing with these dogs, folks. You gotta know what you're doing with these dogs, man. Layla, get off of me. Got something in my eye. Gotta know what you're doing with these dogs, folks. Oh yeah. So as soon as Dallas come back, we're gonna do the next wave of dogs. Yep, we're gonna do the next wave of dogs. All right, Layla, relax. Brownie, that's enough. What did I say? That's enough. Hey, that's enough. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna start doing these every day. This is the second one today. This is the second Doggie TV that we've done today. I think I'm gonna do them at least once a day. Might even do them twice a day. But definitely at least once a day. Jaja, why you gotta be the fun police? Jaja, come here. Come here. Jaja, come here. What's up, Stone? What's up, Stone? What's up, big fella? Can you see this handsome fella in the camera? Let me back up some. Hey, don't you do it. What's up, Stone? What's up, Stone? Hey, Stone. Now back up off me. Whoa. Yeah, we bring the next wave of dogs and we get out of here. Layla, leave him. Layla, leave him. Brownie, leave him. Yeah. Yep, we can go ahead and bring the next wave. So let's do the puppies first.
Come on, Brian. Brian's not black.
So, about to do the next wave, people. About to do the next wave. Yeah, I'm gonna do them every day, babe. Stone, yeah, Stone is gonna be bigger than Jaja for sure. Stone is gonna be bigger than Jaja for sure. And we're actually about to get Stone's mother and his older sister from a different litter, same mother, same father. Just she's older. So we're about to get them too. So now, not only we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rottweilers. So you'll be seeing them soon too. Come on, Black. Okay, got it. Yep. Another pee spot. Well, one of them just peed again. Where they peed at, Ty? I ain't see it. Where they peed at? Oh, right there. Come on, Stone. Ty funny, man. He took another pee spot. Move now. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Yeah. Layla's over there taking a poop. So now we got a poop spot. I appreciate your eyes, man, because I ain't see it. All right, so we're going to get these last two in, then we're going to bring the next wave out. Yep. Layla, come on. Go on in there. Boy, this is my ace boom coon right here, Jaja. That's my main man right here. Come here, Ja. Yep, this is my main man. All right. Now we get him in and we bring the other ones out. Go ahead, Jaja. Yeah, yep. This is Big Blue. He's a Cane Corso. This is Sheba. She's a Cane Corso. Right there. Right, the water's over here, Sheba. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. So yeah, this is Sheba. Blue. Come here, Blue. Yeah, we're putting some weight back on Blue, man. He was, we just rescued Blue and he was a little sick. So he's in the process of putting some weight back on him. Come here, Blue. Good boy. That's a good boy, Blue. That's a good boy, Blue. Yes. Oh, yeah, big fella. All that slop. Yep. We actually got 3 more dogs. We got 2 Bouviers we got to let out. And then we got another Rottweiler that's a board and train we got to let out, but we got to keep him separate from all the other dogs because he has some real dominance, aggression issues. So how you saw us have the dogs come out in the pack like that, if we put him in the pack, it would for sure be a fight. And being that he's not my dog, we haven't established that trust to where I can correct him. So I'm gonna bring him out once we bring everybody else out. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we're gonna give them a chance to do what they need to do. And then we'll bring out the next wave of dogs, man. But welcome to Doggie TV. Welcome to Doggie TV. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get some pull-ups in. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Gotta stay in shape for these dogs, man. Gotta stay in shape for these dogs. Ain't that right, Sheba? Come here, Sheba. Come here, baby. Yes. I ain't call you Blue. What's up, Blue? What's up, Sloppy Mouth? What's up, Sloppy Mouth? Sloppy Mouth. Slop. Here, you can have all your slop back. There you go. You can have it. You can have it. Yep. Sheba. 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 Come here. Good girl. Now he gonna try to start humping her. Boy, I tell you, these dogs, man. These dogs are something else. Yes, good boy. So now we're gonna I'm gonna let them in the back. We're gonna bring out the next wave. Let's go. Uh-oh. Come on, let's go. Go ahead, come on. Okay. So now we're gonna let out the next wave, the next 2 dogs, 2 other Corsos. Yo. Hey, Dallas. We let yeah, we're gonna bring the next wave out. Let's do yeah. Ja, stop it. Come on, mister. All right, that's mister. Okay. Okay. We don't hear the barking from the other dogs. So this is the next wave. Yep. We're actually waiting for this girl to come in the heat so we can breed her to Mister. That'll be a full Corso breed as well. Excellent structure, athleticism. Yep. Phenotype. Should be some smart, athletic, well-tempered puppies. And what I mean by well-tempered, they could be pets and they can be protection dogs, right? So they can lay up on the couch with you all day, or they can be with the shits too, right? Literally, they got it both. Yep. They got it both. Another pea spot. Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. What's up, mister? Go. What's up, mister? Come here, mister. Come here, mister. Come here, mister. Come here, mister. Yes, good boy. Come here. Come here. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy, mister. That's a good boy. Yes. That's a good boy. Yes. Hey, leave it. Good boy. I don't know why her name is escaping me. She's not my personal dog. She's actually Dallas's dog. But she comes off of one of my most favorite dogs in the world. Unfortunately, he passed away. If you guys have been, if anybody on the live has been following me for a while, this here, hey, stop. She is my boy Marley's granddaughter. Yep. She is my boy Marley's granddaughter. Let me get her name. I don't know why her name. Hey, Dallas. I don't know why I can't remember your girl name right now. Noella. God damn it, I knew that. So yeah, this is Noella. Come here, Noella. Noella. Good girl, yes. Come here, mama. Noella. Yes, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Ella, yes. You good girl? You good girl? Yeah, so this is Noella. She comes off of two dogs. One, my boy Marley, who's passed away, and then her grandmother was shucks, what was her grandmother name, man? Hey, what was Noella's grandmother name? Caramel, damn it, that's what it was. Yeah, Caramel. So those are two Corsos that I had, shoot, maybe 3-4 years ago. They both passed away now, unfortunately. But so those are her grandparents. Thank you, man. My wife knew her name. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name. But so yeah, so and then her father, Cliff, who's owned by my guy Kyrie. So her father's still alive, but unfortunately her grandparents passed away. But her grandfather was probably my second most favorite dog I've ever owned. My boy Marley. Matter of fact, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see my boy Marley. But yeah, so Marley is her grandfather. So as soon as she comes in the heat, we're looking to either breed her to him or another dog we have. His name is Tank, but Tank isn't a full Corso. So remember, again, when we do breedings, we're not necessarily all the time looking to do full breed dogs, right? We're looking to breed dogs that we like based on the purpose that we need them for. So Tank is another dog that my kennel partner, who's also my mentor, that's his personal dog. So I haven't shown Tank on YouTube, but I believe if you go on my Instagram and my Facebook, you'll be able to see Tank. So yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. She might be. She might be. Yep, she might be. What's up, Noella? What's up, mama? Yep. So we got a couple of more dogs we're gonna let out. Excuse me, Noella, excuse me. Yeah, we'll keep this concrete clean, man. That's how we keep diseases down. And then once or twice a week, we'll Clorox it down, disinfect it, wash it down. Yep. Yeah, so we can actually.
Ain't they good?
Yeah. Yep. Distant cousins though, cause matter of fact, they are, cause Marley's brother is his father, just from a different litter. So Noella would be, actually Noella would be his, let's see, Marley is her grandfather. Oreo is his father. Marley and Oreo are brothers. So would that make them cousins or would that make him uncle? That would make him uncle, wouldn't it?
No, I think that's good.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, because Oreo would have been, he would have been a great uncle.
Oh, that is cousins. So Marley and Oreo are brothers. Marley is her grandfather. Oreo is his father. So that is cousins. Yeah, that's second cousins. Yeah, that's second cousins. Yep. Yeah, that would be second cousins. Is that right, babe? Let us know if that's right. If Oreo and Marley are brothers, Oreo is Mr.'s father, Marley is Noella's grandfather. So wouldn't that make Noella and Mr. second cousins, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. Yeah, I think that would make them second cousins. Which means they're gonna be kissing cousins at some point. They gonna be kissing cousins at some point. Listen, folks, you only do that in the dog world. You don't do that in the human world, okay? That is not accepted in the human world, okay? Especially if you know it. We only do that with dogs. We call that line breeding. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put them up. Then we're gonna let them back in on the concrete to get all that dirt off so they don't take it, yeah, in there. Yeah. Let's be careful taking him down so Jaja don't get no bright ideas.
Gotcha.
Yeah, folks, as you can see, man, it's a lot of work maintaining these dogs, man. A lot of work maintaining these dogs. Noella, what's up, Noella? What's up? This is an excellent dog, man. She has an excellent temperament, an excellent on-off switch. Excellent on-off switch. Ain't that right? Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Yep, so now we're gonna bring out the Bouviers. We just picked these Bouviers up yesterday. So come on. Good doggies, good doggies. Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, folks, so these are the Bouviers. Like I said, we just picked them up yesterday. Texas. Good boy. That's a good boy, Texas. That's a good boy. What's up, Georgia? What's up, Georgia? Texas, what's up, big fella? What's up, big fella? Texas. Georgia, come here, Georgia. Okay, Texas. All right, big fella. Yeah, these are the Bouviers. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. That's a good boy, Texas. That's a good boy, Texas. Good boy. Yes. Georgia. What's up, Georgia? Hey, Georgia. Hey, Georgia. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. So as you can see, Georgia needs to be groomed. So we're gonna get her groomed real soon. We're gonna get her groomed real soon. Like I said, we just picked them up yesterday. So, you know, we're still getting to know each other, still building that relationship. I'm gonna hit me another set of these pull-ups. Yep. Oh yeah. Texas. Come here, Texas. Good boy. That's a good boy, Texas. That's a good boy. I really like this boy. I really like Texas. Very confident. As you can see, very expressive. So I can't wait to see what he do in the protection work. I think he's gonna be a great dog for protection work. What, Blue? You're gonna come in a minute. Yep, I think he's gonna be a great dog for protection work. Yep. Georgia, come here, Georgia, good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, Georgia. Yes, good girl. You a good girl? Huh? Yeah, we're gonna get that haircut. We're gonna get that haircut. Yes, we are. We're gonna get that haircut. We're gonna get that haircut. Yes, we are. All right, we got a pooper. We got a pooper. Yep.
Texas. Come here, Texas. Good boy. That's a good boy, Texas. That's a good boy. Yes. You good boy? You a good boy, Texas? Huh? You a good boy? Yeah? Good boy. Good boy. Georgia. Come here, Georgia.
I didn't call you Texas, I called Georgia.
Good boy. Good girl, Texas. Good girl. Good girl.
No. See? Dirty. It's a part of the game. I'm gonna have to get me like a, what do you call it? Like a rubber suit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get that today or tomorrow. So that way when they jump on me, you know, I don't get all that. But these are my dog clothes. I wear these on purpose because I wear them because I know they're gonna get dirty.
Georgia.
Oh, I didn't call you Texas. I didn't call you Texas. You handsome fella. You handsome fella. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Loosen the chain to make sure it's not too tight. Yep. You good too? Yes.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, that's a good girl.
Oh my goodness gracious. Nope. I told you I don't tolerate dogs putting their feet on me unless I invite them in. Nope. Unless I say my cue for putting your feet on me is give me a hug. That's the only time you can put your feet on me. Outside of that, I don't like you putting your feet on me. And the main reason is one, because I just don't like it. And two, it's bad manners. It's bad etiquette. Because this is one of the things that I teach people with their pet dogs, right? If you constantly allow your dog to put their feet on you, what you think they're gonna do to other people when they come in the house? They're gonna put their feet on them too. And if you have big dogs like this, when a big dog comes in and jumps on you, it's not like a little dog.